Good day. How is everyone this fine Tuesday, March 31st, 2026? And we are still trying to get organized here, this good day rising. But we're getting there. Thank you. I hope you all are well, and let us definitely pray today during this moon cycle as it gets a little hectic for everyone. Let's get started with the Good Day Rising prayers. In nomine Dei, matronam nostra, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum, Spiritum Sanctum, let us place ourselves in the presence of the Most Holy Divine Family, and in Catholic contemplation humbly venerate the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany. Most Holy and Venerable Trinity, one Divine Family, I believe that Thou art here present. I venerate Thee with the deepest humility. I render to Thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to Thee. O Most Holy Divine Family, relying on Thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain pardon of my sins, the help of Thy grace, and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deam matronam nostrae. O Most Holy Divine Family, I love Thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because Thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of Thee, and I forgive all who have injured me and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the Most Holy Divine Family for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven, and for the souls in purgatory. O Most Holy Divine Family, I most humbly thank Thee for all the favors Thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to Thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in Thy service. I consecrate to Thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by Thy love, or that would not tend to Thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of the Most Holy Divine Family the graces which are necessary to us. O my God, Thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of Thy grace. Deny me not Thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which Thou forbiddest, to practice the good which Thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please Thee to send me. O Dea Matronam Nostrae, O Holy Mother of God, I place myself under Thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of Thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O Most Holy Divine Family, as envisioned by St. Lucia as the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I am heartily sorry for having offended Thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because they offend Thee, O Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of Thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Deum Vobiscum, et Cuco Ergo Te, oremus. Fidelium Deum Iesum Christum, omnium conditor et redemptor animabus famalorum famronquitorum, remissionem contorum tribui peccatorum. Ut indulgentiam quam semper obteverunt, pi supplicationibus consequentor. Qui tecum vivit reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et edit in aeternum. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum Hanc Immaculatum Hostium. Quam ego indinius famulus tuus offedi tibi Deum meum vivum et verum. Pro innumerabilibus peccatis et offensionibus et negligentiis meis. Et pro omnibus circumstantibus, sed et pro omnibus fidelibus catholicorum vivis atque defunctis ut mihi, et illis proficiat ad salutem. Deum qui culminae substantia dignitatem mirabilitur condidisi et mirabilis reformasti da nobis, per uis atquae et mysterium filium, qui tecum vivit et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Offerimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum de peccantis clementium, ut gespetu divina majestatis tuae, pro nostra totius mundus salute, cum odore suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contritus suscipiamur te Deum Iesum Christum, et sequiet sacrificium nostrum ex spetuto hodie, ut placiat tibi Deum matram nostra Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni sanctificator. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificite plata prosequendo, et accepere hoc sacrificium tuo sancto nomini praeparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas concoblationem contibi efferimus a memoriam passionis, resurrectionis et ascensionis Deum Iesum Christum, et in honorem Deum matronum nostra et Papa Peter Sanctorum, et istorum et omnium sanctorum, ut illis proficiat ad honorem. Nobis autem et salutem, et idi pro nobis intercederet in inter caelis, quorum amorem agimus in telis, pedi in Christum Deum nostrum. Orate ut meum equestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat per Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum, sacrificium de manibus tuis et laudem et gloriam nominis sui ad utilitatem quoque nostram totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum ubiscum, quoque apute. Susum corda, habemus a Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Tegitur clementes mi Mater et Pater, Deum matram nostra, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum Deum nostrae, supplices rogamus ac petimus. Uti ecce habeas, et sanctificas, haec sanctam sacrificium miribata. In primis quae tibi efferimus, pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare custodire ad honore et regere, digneris tot orbi terrarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famulorum famronquitorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. We especially pray for Paulie, Shelley, Therese, Cody, Ben, Jenny, Emily, Katie, Kathy, Maria Josephina Moes, Marilyn, Mark Jr., Letitia, Mindy, Todd, Clarette, and Dennis, Barbara Santa Croce, James, Robert, Benedict, Gregory, Adam, Malachi, and Patrick Santa Croce, the Williams, Tafour, and Began families, Michaela McLarnon and family, the Stevenson family, the Kendrick, Shorten, Nolan, Dosco, Kane, Nye, Wolf, Camerano, and Pahalski families, and all their good intentions. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for an end to all organ harvesting, and for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, and medium of exchange with no usury, and for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society to bring back sanity to this world. We pray for the elimination of all harmful radiation waves in our air and in our homes. We pray for wisdom on how to prepare and grow foods that will sustain us and animals that will sustain us and our neighbors. We ask and pray for the gift of discernment and for an increase in the knowledge and practice of the Catholic virtues. We ask for a reversal of the feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity. We ask that all quote-unquote gay marriage, all pornography, and the OnlyFans platform be stopped immediately. And we ask that men and women come to understand that raising traditional Catholic families is a very high ideal and a necessity for sustaining a peaceful Catholic world. We ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin, especially the ignorant. Please remove all forms of Freemasonry, all forms of Judaism, Islamism, atheism, and Protestantism that is a plague on our world, and bring the members, guide them into the submission of the most holy Trinitarian Theophany through peace and through correct baptism and confession. Please continue to educate Catholic people on natural methods of healing. Please nullify any attempts to establish anti-Semitism propaganda into any rules, codes, laws, statutes, or policies. And again, we pray for the people of Texas, whose leaders, quote-unquote leaders, have betrayed them over to the Noahide laws of Judaism. We ask for the most holy Trinity, that all Catholics be given the grace to be accountable, so that we may each have a holy hatred for sensuality, as St. Catherine of Siena encouraged, a repentant shame for the offenses we have committed and continue to commit against thee, and a deep love of thee and of souls, so much that we desire nothing more than to be of service to thee in every moment of our lives. All this we ask in accordance with the most holy divine family's goodwill and intention. Et omnium circumstantium quorum tibi fides cognita est nota devotio, pro quibus tibi ferimus veloque tibi frontox sacrificium laudis, pro se suis omnibus, pro redemptione anamanum suarum prospe salutis et calamitatis suae, tibi credunt volta sua, aeterno Deum vivo et vero. Communicante sem amore venerantes in primis gloriosae, semper Deum matram nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium torum Papa Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucia, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum editis precibus quae in omnibus protectiones tuae munum exidio, per in cusum Deum nostrum. Quam oblationem te Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus consecratem acceptatem quae dignidis ut nobis corpum, et sanguinem fiat didictissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum. Qui pridie quam pateretur recepit panem in sancta sacramentis manus suas, et derivatis oculis in calamite Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum sum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens. Consecravit frege didique lumini sui dicens accipite et mandicate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simili modo postquam ceremoniae est accipiens et hunc preclarum calicem in sancta sacramentis manus suas item tibi gratias agens, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, consecrave didique luminis vidicens accipite et bibite ex omnis. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissione peccatorum, equitescum privilegiatis in mortietis. et memores Deum nos servitui, sed a plebs tua sancta justum Christum filium tuum Deum nostrae, tam beate passionis, nec non et in fedis resurrectionis, sed et in caelus gloriosa ascensionis offerimus, preclarare maiestati tuae de tuis donis actatis, supra quae propitio axere vulturis picieri dineris. Subliges te ragamos Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, ibi hec preferibit manus tuum ut quod ex hoc autaris participationis sacro sanctum Deum Filium tuum, corpus et sanguinem sensenimus, omni sanctificatione calese gratia Dei amor, per in Christum Deum nostrae. We pray for those who have died, and we especially pray for Lillian White, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibum in Christum crescentibum locum refugere lucis et pacis, ut undorge est placamur per in Christum Deum nostrum, per cum hec omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivificas, consecratis et praestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso. Est ibi Deum Matrum omnipotentium in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Dea, matronam nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum, sancta tua in mulier, Dea matronam nostrae, materam Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos quae sumus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ab omnibus malis, praeteritis praesentibus et futuris, et intercedente beata gloriosa semper Deum matronam nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis, da propitius pacem in diebus nostris. Ut ope misericordiae tuae aduiti et peccato, simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbatione securi. Per eundem Deum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivit et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam, pax Deum Iesum Christum sit semper vobiscum, et quoque apud te, haec mixtior consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum, fiat excipendibus nobis in ad salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud te. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Dei matronam nostrae, coprante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem tuam mundum vivificasti, liberam me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum, tuum abondibus iniquitatibus meis et universis malis, et fac me tue semper in hadare mandatis, et atinum quam separare permittas, qui cum eodem Deum matronam nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, vivis et reinam aeternam, pergetio copris tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego in inius sumere praesimo, non mihi proveniat in indicium coronationem, sed pro tu pietate prosit mihi ad tutumentum, metis copris et adam et delam percipiendam, qui vivis et reinas cum Deum matronam nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. In panem celestem excipiem et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Dea matronam nostrae non sudinius, ut et et meas in panteri semper mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sudinius, ut et et meas in panteri semper mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sudinius, ut et meas in panteri semper mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quidra tubuum Deum Iesum Christum prominibus quaedra tubuit mihi, calicem saitaris accipium in nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo, laudans invocabo Deum matronam nostra et ab inimicis mei salvacero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuum. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuum. Quodores hamsimus Deum Iesum Christum puramente capiamus et immunere tempora fit nobis remedium sempiternum. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum, quod samsi sanguis quam petavi heri habis geribus meis apraesta, ut in me non romania scelerum ecla quem purat sancta reficerur sacramenta. Deum obiscum, et quoque pote, oremus. Animabus quesumus Deum Iesum Christum, famulorum cituorum, oratio, proficiat supplicantium ut eis et peccatis omnibus exoas, et tuae redemptiones facies esse particepes. Qui tegem vita reinat in una divina familia, qui erat estet edit in aeternum. Leum obiscum, apopere pote, ite missa est. Deum gratia. Gloria tibi sancta Trinitam obsequium subititis meae, et praesta ut sacrificim quod oculis tuae, majestatis in minus autoritibus et captavere miquet omnibus, proquibus idut octoliciti miserante propitiae per Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Deum matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gratias. O most holy divine family, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum, present here in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended, and through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart and the immaculate heart of Dea matronam nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Dei matronam nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. One quick thought. I just remembered, I was trying to think when my first, wake-up call to doing what is right and acting on it came to me. And it was at a time when I was in my late teens, maybe early 20s. And I was witness to a purse snatching at a shopping center. And I was the only one around, and I heard this screaming, and I watched this whole event unfold in my rearview mirror. I was sitting in my car, and I could see what was happening in the mirror. So I was a little bit confused about what was going on, because it was in the mirror, and it was kind of strange, not expecting that. And I did nothing. I sat there and I did nothing. And then I watched the assailant jump over the fence and escape. And that haunted me for quite a while. And from that point on, after, I realized that I would always do something. Okay, whether it's do something that I thought was the right thing to do. Let's clarify that. But your actions, really do make your life. And we were talking about this as well with this court case that's now been going on for almost a year. The event has been going on for longer than a year, from the original time that it was supposed to, the motorhome was supposed to arrive, etc. And for those who aren't aware, I was purchasing a motorhome in order to travel and bring Mass around, and for my son to be able to come with us, he's an adult, but he has severe autism. And we were scammed out of the motorhome, and the credit union, Service Credit Union in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, decided, and I told them immediately that I got scammed. The motorhome never showed up. They decided to sue me for the full amount because I didn't pay the loan. We've been dragging this out for, like I said, almost a year. But taking this action of what we've been doing and learning about this I've really, really gotten a good glimpse of how evil has taken over in our society. Please pray for the board of directors who are meeting today, who have a letter from me explaining this whole situation. Do they really want to do this? They have insurance that will cover any quote unquote loss, even though they didn't give us anything of value. The only ones that made out were the scammers. So action is important, and we really hope that, well, I do believe that the bigger the action we take, the bigger the reward, whether it be here or afterwards. So don't be afraid. God is with you to help you carry your cross. God may not take it away. The Most Holy Trinity has a way of figuring out what's best for you. Accept it, embrace it, and persevere. The virtues are there for us to get us through. And so we ask the board of directors today from Service Credit Union to influence the CEO and the little Jewish attorney that they hired, who is attacking me, to resolve this case. Let's get it over with. It's been long enough. All right, thank you for being here. I encourage you again this Holy Week to do your fasting, your praying. I'm contemplating an hour of exposition of the Most Holy Sacrament on Thursday evening to combat the Vatican that is going to be doing their ceremony to Lucifer. And on Friday, there will be no Mass, but we will have either the stations or a continuation of the exposition or something like that. I will try and keep you posted. It's been a whirlwind since we got home. Hopefully I can put this all together. Please go and sanctify all those who meet. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30 again. And have a great day.